That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another reaction video. I'm your girl TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, y'all see what we gonna get into this good Sunday afternoon. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you all. I hope everybody is feeling good and doing great. Ooh, yeah, and we're going to get right on into it, honey. Hold on, y'all. Let me get me a little bottle of water. Finally caught a lie. Hey, JB. What's good, sis? Hey, Angela, Shanika, Kanisha, JB, Kate, Miss G, Miss Lay. Welcome, y'all. Welcome back to the break room. Hey, say cheese. Y'all, we got Erica, Jasmine, and Wineglass in the break room. Okay? Based off the title, you guys are getting a little description of what we're going to be talking about and with these three ladies and them blogging their lives on the internet. Hey, Sheikah. Hey, Miss Vita. Hey, Miss TLD. Now, y'all, it's Sunday afternoon. TMR is not going to hold you long. I want to get on and get y'all, get caught up on what's going on, and we're going to get on up off of here, okay? Because I'm just relaxing today. Yes, sis, I'm trying to get my little, I got my little housework done, and now I just got to get my little dinner cooked, and then I'm going to go and lay it on down, Jim Shoe. I'm going to go and lay it on down and get ready for that work week. Hey, Miss Brock, how are you? Hey, Ashley. So first on the block, y'all, is Luvd by Erica. Okay, so let's get her on the screen. Y'all know we have been watching Luvd by Erica off and on for several years now. Streaming all the way back to her debacle with her baby daddy of two of her kids, Damian Cryer from the Cryer family, to her having a baby with, what's his name? Mucker, Burkhan Mucker. And then her just end of last year going to low-income housing, living in the projects, and roach-infested apartment. Then she ended up getting some type of house or wherever she's living at, and la when it comes to Erica. Erica does everything but go get her some employment. Okay. So here's the thing, y'all. We got Erica on the screen. And Erica did a video, says, I'm getting my GED, unfortunately. Okay. And I was like, getting her GED? Wait, how are you getting your GED? Weren't you on the police force in Texas? I don't know what city, but I think in West Texas, somewhere in West Texas, she was on the police force. Y'all know it was a big thing a few years back, like around 2018 or so, where she was dealing with some social media celebrity. Well, I ain't gonna call them celebrities. High-profile social media influencers. That's the word I want to use. Influencers, and she ended up losing her job as a police officer because she let them use the cruise car to do YouTube pranks. Okay. So I'm like, well, how are you able to work for the police force and you don't have a high school diploma or GED? Okay. Hey, Monique. So we gonna get right on to it, y'all. I'm gonna let her talk. Hey, Trina.
I just made it back from getting Dondre a haircut. Sorry, y'all, my lips are dry. But they always tell me that Dondre is so special and he's gonna make me proud, and they always like make me feel better about situations. So those of you that watched my last video know that I'm in the process of getting my GED, and it's not as simple as applying for a different school, because what I am going for, pretty much every last one of them is saying the same thing. So I do not know how I bypassed the state of Texas as far as like the peace officer side of things, but I don't know if they overlooked it or they just took a look at it and said, oh, this is a high school diploma. I'm not sure. The main thing is I also graduated from a Christian women's job court, and I contacted them yesterday, and I was supposed to have emailed her, but I forgot to do that. So I'm about to do that now, because they do have a GED course that is held at a community college, and I'm hoping that I don't have to sit through that boring class. Maybe I can just take the test and pass it, because I mean, like, how hard could it really be? I mean,
Baby. Now, apparently, from what she states, she was a peace officer, okay, for the state of Texas, for a police force in somewhere in West Texas. Sis proceeds to say she don't know how she got around the requirements of having a high school diploma or GED. Now, I'm a little ignorant to this conversation because I don't know. Do you need some type of? I'm not gonna say you need to have a bachelor's degree to be a police officer, but don't you at least need to be able to finish high school or something? Am I mistaken? Hold on, y'all, because I can't see your comments. Hold on for a minute. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, y'all. I don't know why I can't see your comments. Hold on. Let me fix it. I don't know if I can fix it. I don't know what's going on. If you can hear me, give me one moment. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all, I'm back. So let me put Erica back on the screen. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So somehow she was able to evade showing proof that she has a high school diploma or GED to be a peace officer, police officer in the state of Texas. Okay. I don't know how that happened. So apparently, no, Blanca, it appears that she never, that's why she's going to get it. She never had it. And she applied for the job knowing that she did not have a GED. That's why she said she don't know how they were able to go around it. Now, I don't know if she submitted some type of fake documentation, because it sounds like she's trying to go to school for something else. And now they're asking for proof of high school diploma or GED, and she can't produce it because she don't have it. So all I was thinking is, well, how did you become like, well, who? I'm like, girl, it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, how did you do that? And my thing is this, with you knowing that you ain't had no high school diploma or GED and getting fired from a job. So maybe that's why she was so gung-ho on becoming a social media influencer, because I mean, we all know you don't need a high school diploma, GED. Hell, Liv's life is proof of that to get 100,000 plus subscribers on YouTube. Okay, you don't need any type of formal education to be on social media. We know that by watching my Jazzy life and Chrissy and all the rest of them. So maybe that's why she was so gung-ho on trying to be a social media influencer. And then once she's seen that's not really working like she wants, she's not really making the coins that her baby daddy, Damien Cryer over there making, sis said, well, let me just go and get me some type of certificate or bachelor's or associates in something so I can go get me a job so I can take care of these children. They're not doing their proper background checks, because especially at the time that she became a peace officer, they definitely was very aggressive with background checks and things of that nature. Like, imagine the police department where you go get your background checks from. Imagine them not knowing you having a high school diploma or GED. But I don't know if you guys remember that situation that happened. I think that was last year. The lady in, was it Illinois? The lady that was unalived in her house, when she called for the police to help her, and they came in, and that man, the police officer, popped her in her face. Do y'all remember that? That police officer that was involved in that situation, he had been fired from several different police forces. I can't remember. Was it the state of Illinois? I don't remember which state it was. It was either Illinois or Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. So he was able to get hired at different police departments, having, situations from other police departments, instead of being able to get hired at other in the same state. So I'm gonna listen to her for a few more moments.
Unless it's like new math, then we got a problem. But I don't know. I just feel like some stuff is just out of my control. And to be honest, I don't know why I beat myself up the way that I do, because I have actually achieved a lot. I've achieved a whole lot to be 32 years old. And regardless of if, those achievements don't mean nothing at this point in time in my life, I still have certain credentials behind my name, so that's all that matters. So if I gotta take a GED course just so that I can.
Okay, some reason there's no sound on her end. Okay, I don't know what's going on. For some reason, there was no sound. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole video, so we'll just, I mean, we've heard enough. I don't know what happened, y'all. There was no sound on her video. I don't know if there was some type of technical. I didn't even get to that part. When I heard her say that she was going to get her GED, and I know that she used to be a police officer for the state of Texas, I was like, girl, what are you? And it was the people in the look, if she wants to go back and get her GED legitimately, not like off of Amazon or something, good, kudos to her. But I was just trying to figure out, like, girl, how did you become a police officer without, like, I do understand there is on the application that they ask you that, but come on, y'all, it's the police department. I would just think out of all types of jobs, the police, I would just assume, okay, and I could be wrong for assuming that they would at least do those type of checks and balances to make sure you have the required knowledge or education to become a police officer. I mean, because don't you have to have that to go to the Army, to go to the service? Don't you have to have a high school diploma, a GED to go to the military? You said I watched the video and she blocked out some of the sound as if she were on the phone, but she showed her diploma at the end of the video. She showed her diploma. I don't know. Like I said, I thought that was kind of strange. And, all the stuff that, like, this girl spent many hours doing series on Damian Cryer and Rakan Mucker. I mean, she spent hours doing that. Like, girl, you probably should have spent that time getting your paperwork together, especially now. Apparently, she needs it for whatever she's trying to do now moving forward. She needs the proper credentials. Here in California, you have to provide your diploma and official transcripts for high school and college. Yeah, I would think for a job like that, you would have to. As long as her school or online high school was accredited when she graduated, she would have been good. However, she apparently didn't have neither, and the police department didn't check. That's apparent. She even said it herself. She don't know how she was able to get around it, but she did. Yeah, I don't know what diploma, because I just looked. I just skimmed through it. I don't see her showing a diploma. I just skimmed through the whole video. I don't see her showing no type of diploma. So what diploma would she show if she's currently trying to get into GED school or get into school to take her GED? Now, she says she doesn't want to sit through the class. She just want to go on and take the test. And I think they'll let you do that. I think they'll let you take the test first to see if you can pass it. And then if you don't, whatever your weekend, then you could take classes in those subjects like math or English or whatever. You do have to have a high school diploma for the military. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see a diploma, so I'm not really sure what the person that said that saw, but I just skimmed through the whole video. I didn't see her hold up a diploma. You said, no, the Army will help you get your GED as long as you have the required ABAB and complete the 11th with a B average. Oh, okay. But you still got to have something, like you still got to have it, but the Army will help you get it before you become enlisted. Is that what you're saying, BM? You said that's true. That's what happened with my friend, and when she tried to go for nursing, they wouldn't take it. Huh. Okay. You said they won't even take you if it's a GED. The only exception for GED is that you have a few college credits. So are you talking? Oh, you talking about in the state of California? Oh, okay. So I found that to be odd that she was able to, which is kind of scary, you know, like, and especially now when we hearing stories about, police brutality and police departments across the country. It's like they're just hiring people straight off the street and not even doing any type of psychological testing. It's apparent they're not even really checking their credentials as far as getting official transcripts and things of that nature. Because most times when you're going for jobs, certain jobs, they don't want you to show you the actual diploma that they handed you on the stage. They want you to give an official transcript, which means the school, you have to request for the school to send it to the job. And it has to have the seal on it to be official, not a transcript that they sent you that's unofficial. Like if they send it to you without the seal, that's considered unofficial. Most jobs will either have you request it and have it sent to that job, or whatever job that you're applying for, they have companies that they use to do the screening of their applicants, and then they'll request it themselves. Okay, so I don't get it. But that's enough for Erica, y'all. I'm not a real religious Luvd by Erica watcher, but when I saw that title of that video, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And now we're going to move on. Okay, so now we're going to get into my Jazzy life. Now, y'all know the kids are out of school, okay? And whenever, and we know this not because we're making this up, we know this based off the history of watching Jasmine and her when all the kids are involved, the 4 oldest and little legendary, we know Jasmine gets anxiety when the Davis 4 are involved. So Jasmine has, I guess this is her week to have the Davis 4, and she's complaining about the food consumption. Okay, she said the kids is not going to eat her out of house and home. She said she don't care what they do over there at Philip's house. They're not going to do it at her house. Now, again, we all know that Jasmine gets food stamps for those children. It's undetermined if she splits those food stamps with Philip. I would just assume she does because they're splitting time at his house and her house. And if she agreed for him to lessen his child support, again, I'm just going to assume that she would split food stamps, okay? All right, so let's get into Jasmine. She did a live and then she did a video. We're going to get into the live stream. She actually did 2 lives because when she put up the video that she recently put up today, she did a live stream behind that. We're not going to watch that, okay? We're not going to watch that. But I want you all to hear the beginning of this live stream. Okay, give me a moment. Let me pull Jasmine on the screen. Y'all know whenever the Davis 4 are there, Jasmine acts unhinged. She really acts like, unless there's some type of sporting event, she almost acts as if when those kids are in the house with her, she don't know how to function. And y'all know we've been seeing that. We've noticed that for years. Jasmine does not know how to function when the Davis 4 are all in the house with her. So let's get into it.
Oh Lord, he really did make a mess. No, this is lunch. You're not supposed to get full. Lunchtime means it's just to put something in your stomach. No.
So you guys just heard that. Jasmine says lunchtime does not mean that you are supposed to get full. She said lunchtime only means putting something on your stomach. So what meal of the day, Jasmine? There typically are 3 meals of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So what meal are you supposed to get full on? Because I would just assume most people eat until they're full, right? Most people eat until they're full. So what meal of the day constitutes or is excusable for you to eat as much as you want so you can get full?
Hey, go, girl, bye.
I didn't eat. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's go back.
Oh Lord, he really. did make a mess. No, this is lunch. You're not supposed to get full. Lunchtime means it's just to put something in your stomach. No. You just ate. Go, girl, bye.
Not you just ate.
What are you talking about? I got a great piece.
No,
Legend.
That's
Stop
what she
playing
meant.
and eat your food. You can eat Legend the other half if he ain't gonna eat it. Kaylin, if he's not gonna eat it, you can eat his other half. Okay. Hey, stop. Well, what's it gonna take for you to love? You to love? Okay. My kids, I fed them. I said, you gotta be stern with them kids, because you gotta let them know. They're not eating to get full, they're eating lunch so that you can, y'all know.
No, we don't know. You're not feeding them to get full. You're feeding them to do what? Here's the problem I have with that statement. We understand the cost of food is very expensive, right? And what mother and father don't dread summer, spring break, because you know the kids are going to be home all day, especially if you don't have anything for them to do. More than likely, most people eat out of boredom. But they're not eating out of boredom. They're eating what their mother is calling lunchtime. So my question is, Jasmine, you get food stamps. You're very proud of it. You tell us in damn near every video. You knew prior to June, when those kids get out of school, or the end of May, you knew that this day was coming. This is what I never understood about this woman. You knew this day was coming. So as you were acquiring your stamps, I would just say April. I would have started in April. April and May, I would have been buying additional snacks. Because again, remember, those kids are only there 2 weeks out of the month. There's 2 weeks out of the month. It's just her and Legend. And majority of the time, they're eating out. So why not be prepared so you won't be frustrated? Because here's the thing. She knows her children. How long have we heard Jasmine say, you just ate? We've been hearing that for years. She knows her children. Children are supposed to want to eat. You have kids that feed from feeding tubes, Jasmine. You have children who don't even know what real food tastes like because they have to be fed from a feeding tube, Jasmine. This ain't got nothing to do with they trying to eat you out of house and home. If you fix them a sandwich, you give them some chips and some fruit, and maybe I don't know, a granola bar on the side, just like what they do when they go to school. You say, okay, this is your lunch. This is what y'all. Okay, then that's fine. But just telling them you're not eating to get full, then what are they eating for?
Have some in your belly. It's cleaning my chocolate.
And she only does this when those babies are there.
Oh,
Legend could ask for snacks all day long, and she would.
I got one more piece left. I do. I got one more piece of gum left.
Miss TLD, because you know kids are wanting to eat, especially when they're out playing. They burn their food off quick when they're playing.
Oh yeah, I went out there to get my purse, coming my chapstick.
Right, Waffle.
What do you think more great?
Hey, stop going in my refrigerator. I'm serious. I'm gonna put a lock on everything.
Why is it every time those Davis 4 come home, she goes live to show how she feels her house is a complete circus? Why does she make in my opinion, she presents it like those kids are strangers. Like those kids don't belong. Again, these are your kids. Like, these are not the neighbor's children. You're just babysitting them for a couple days out of the summer and you don't really know their mannerisms. These are the children that were born to you. You know how your kids are. So to eliminate you being frustrated and them being hungry, why not stock up on the food prior to summer being out? So therefore, when summer gets here, then you're prepared for them. But this is the same woman that's still struggling with a schedule, and her oldest is getting ready to be 13 in October.
I'll put a lock on my refrigerator. I'll put a lock on my kitchen. Hey, stop. Kelly, eat the other half. Because he's not going to eat it. You're not eating it, so you might as well give it to her.
Y'all remember when Strong Mommy Chrissy had the lock on her? Was it the refrigerator or the pantry? Y'all remember that? It was a big old tazoo because we was trying to figure out, girl. I'm sorry, y'all. I've never seen anything like that. I didn't do that. And I'm not saying because I didn't do it, nobody else should do it. But I didn't raise my kids locking ish up. Like, I was a firm believer, you know, like our husband would say, put them chips and sodas in the room so them kids won't just run through it. And I was like, no, I'm not storing food in the bedroom. That's weird. I said, no, I'm going to put this food in this pantry and these cabinets because that's what the kitchen is designed for. I wish I would ration chips and cookies and sodas in the bedroom. No, I'm going to put it right here in this cabinet, put it right here in this refrigerator, and right here in this pantry. And I dare you to do what I tell you not to do. If I tell you don't touch it, don't. See, that's how I raise my kids. They you know, we're not just going to run through it because it's here. Like, I understand her saying that. That part I understand. You're not going to run through it just because it's here. But I'm not going to starve you so I can make the food stretch either.
I'll give you more grapes. More grapes? Yeah. Only a little bit, because he's been eating them and he already pulled all my stuff out. Ava, your water bottle does not go with it. Go put it like everybody else is. Grapes? I think a lot. Sit on your butt. Ava, clean up your mess. Yeah, I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
Yeah, Legend gets the list over here.
Aiden wants to be singing, so here he is, y'all.
Like Taylor is the same age as Legend. And with Legend, I'm the same age as Taylor.
I'm helping him. Okay.
And this is why some people have.
I've been literally sitting down editing all morning. And hold on.
And then what happened to going to the pantries, Jasmine? Remember, was that last year when she did that video telling us don't ask her for nothing, take your ass to the pantry? What happened to going to the pantry? You went down there to the Blue Santa to get Christmas help. If you need a little extra assistance because your kids are out of school for the summer and you're trying to make your food stretch, take your ass on down to the pantry. See, she do the pantry for videos, but when she really need to go to the pantry, she don't go. But if she want to film a video, she'll run to the pantry. Just ass backwards.
Whoosh. Okay, what was I coming in here for? See, they keep distracting me. Okay.
But yet she spent $2.5 on.
Can y'all turn that?
Yeah, he is bigger than Abel. Hell, Bentley bigger than Ava.
Okay.
Yeah, she tried.
Oh my goodness.
I don't care what Jasmine does. She tried.
These kids. What is you crying for? Why make you take a nap?
Either that or she's selling her food stamps. Either it's one of two things. Either Jasmine selling her food stamps, she giving half to Philip. It's one of two things. Because I'm just going to assume with 5 kids, girl, you got to be getting at least 800. Understanding food is expensive, but let's be honest, y'all, you can get a loaf of bread for 99 cents. You ain't got to get a Sunbeam or Wonder. You can go in there and get the Sam's Club Great Value bread. Bread, I mean, let's be honest, bread is bread. She can go stock up on big boxes of noodles. They can eat some noodles for lunch. Instead of buying Capri Suns, get several cases of bottled water, and then get those little what you call them little things? What you call them? The little things where you tear off and pour into your drink. All the Weiler's has a brand. Nerds has a brand. You can get a big box for less, $1, maybe $2. The little package, yeah, $5. You know what I'm talking about? Them little drink, yeah, Didi, y'all know. That to me, that'd be cheaper. That would be cheaper, and then that pushes water in their bodies too, and it ain't a lot of sugar. Crystal Light, there's a whole bunch of brands. I would get 2 big cases. I would get several cases of water. When Jasmine get her food stamps, I would get 4 cases of water. Because she can go to Sam's Club and it's what was about 40 something in a case. I get 4 cases of those. Get several boxes, about 4 boxes or 5 boxes of them little drink things. And when they want something with some flavor, that's what we would do. We wouldn't be spending money on Capri Suns and Kool-Aid, little Kool-Aid things. We wouldn't be spending money because those are expensive. So we wouldn't even spend money on that. We would do just like that way. They'll still give them their water that they so desperately need.
This damn crying.
Hawaiian Punch got a brand. You try Trina.
No. I said no. Y'all are not about to just sit there and eat until you're full. We're not doing that. We're not doing that over here. I don't know what y'all do over there. You're not doing it over here. This is just lunch. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna cook for dinner.
Sis said, honey, she said that with her hands. Sis said, we not doing that. Sis said, we not doing that. You not getting ready to eat till you get full. The hell you say? Jasmine said, I don't know what y'all do over there at your daddy house, but you not doing it here. My God. Not the hand. Jasmine said, look up here. She been business when them hands start clapping.
What are y'all doing? What's everyone up to? I'm not gonna be on here that long. You wish you was a chapstick? Why? It tastes good too. It's pineapple, coconut. Pineapple, coconut. My lips was chapped. I needed that. Burger King.
Somebody who just asked that. Freeman said, aren't you supposed to be full after eating? I mean, so in some countries, Freeman, you are. In some countries. Maybe in the country of Texas. Down there in Austin. Maybe that's not the rule down there. But in other parts of the country, most people do eat till they full. Isn't that the whole purpose of eating? She said lunch ain't for you to get full. Then what meal is? No, really, sis. What meal are you supposed to do? My God. Right.
What is everyone up to? I just posted a vlog.
Exactly.
If you guys did not catch it, here, let me go pull it up. Let me go pull it real quick. Hey, I don't know what's going on. Eat your food and get out the dining room.
Wait. Now, who said that? Somebody said, Zeta said somebody needs to send this to the food stamp office. Now, sis, I'm going to be honest with you. Sending it to the food stamp office really ain't going to do anything because she's not saying that she's not feeding him. She basically saying, I'm not going to let y'all run through this food. Essentially, that's what she's trying to say. So it's not that she's literally not giving them anything to eat. Now, if she wasn't giving them anything to eat, then yes, you're right, Zeta. Let's run this on down there to the people. That's not what they're eating. They're just, Jasmine gives them very small portions. And what Jasmine has to understand, here's the thing with Jasmine's kids, they've always been greedy. I don't even want to use the word greedy. They like to eat. Let me use that word. They like to eat. Now, greed is a thing, y'all. We understand that. Greed is a thing. But Jasmine kids they've always been like that. They like to eat. So I don't understand why sis just didn't prepare for the summer. I've never seen such an unprepared mother like my Jazzy. Like, one thing I can say about Liv, in that pack rack apartment, she keep food. Livia keep that freezer full. She keep it full. Now she over there feeding her kids like birds too. But now they down there in Florida, they probably getting a little more substance. Little AJ probably actually getting a meal and not stuff she lived and bit off and handed to her. But Jasmine, I ain't never seen her freezers full. I've been watching this girl for damn near 7 years, baby. I ain't never seen a full refrigerator. Full freezer, full pantry. You never see it. Like, girl, what the hell are you doing with your stamps? At this point, since you got to be selling them. Because, again, remember, she trying to hustle. She probably selling stamps to her mama or whoever else.
Can y'all turn that down? If you're done eating, then get out. Happy anniversary, YouTube. You've given the world 13 years of videos. Thank you. Oh, I've been on YouTube for I've had a YouTube channel for 13 years. I haven't been on for 13 years. I wasn't like posting like that. Maybe I should do a video.
Nah, sis, don't do no video. Don't do that. It's been 13 years. Damn, sis, it's been a long 13 years that you've had an existing YouTube channel and still running down there getting them people's food stamps. Damn. No, don't do no video. Don't do that. How many of y'all in the chat want Jasmine to do a celebratory, that's the word, I'm sorry, celebratory, I've been on YouTube 13-year video. 13 years and still broken. Oh, Lord. Truth said, my God, today. No, don't. Hey, Walk. No, don't do that. Boo E-Boy said, no, thank you. Miss Simmons says, and yeah, don't even worry about a giveaway. Y'all thought she was a child. She can't even feed the children. Y'all think she about to give something away? Hell, she ain't even done no promo. She ain't even got no promo stuff to give away. Miss Wingard said, I can do without the video. Royal Gala said, hell nah. Sweetheart Sugar Pop said, broke it. Don't want to see it. That girl girl said, nah, I'm good, sis. D Nikki said, imagine what she could have done with her life in 13 years, girl. Woo, a mess.
I think I'm gonna do a video. Y'all.
Nisha said, a video for what?
What's it gonna take for you to love me? I'm just trying to take it slow with my patience. Am I cold? No. Not at all. Why would I be cold? The mosquitoes. Hold on, y'all. The amount of money for the short time that I did DoorDash, right? But I could not, you know, what's it gonna take for you to love? But yeah, it's gonna be good as fuck right now. My bad for smacking.
13 years on YouTube and renting washing dryers and rugs and furniture. Never really invested in yourself. I came to the internet and told the world there's been times where she's made the sum of $20,000 in 1 month on social media, not just on YouTube, but all her social medias. $20,000, y'all. And you sitting over here telling the kids that they're not supposed to be eating lunch to get full. Then what the hell is they supposed to be doing? You know, at this point, y'all, we just watching to be watching, you know, because we nosy. But it's just like, you know, I would be so shamed. I would be so shamed. 13 years on YouTube, they ain't got a lick of furniture in your house. And the furniture you do have, the people bought it for you. Maybe this could be my life.
Thank you.
Mama said that's what I can do it.
I don't need your help, Legendary. I wanted to work out today, but I had to postpone that. Hey, Maurice. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Y'all, I could have DoorDashed for a long time last night. Baby, it was very busy. And I made a good amount of money for the short time that I did DoorDash, right? But I could not keep, like I was, yesterday, like I said on my vlog, I was running on 3 hours of sleep. Because when I got home from DoorDash, and I went to sleep and everything. And then I woke up and went and got groceries and stuff. And then I was dealing with the kids and appointments and all that stuff. I was like, I don't even know what channel I'm on. What am I on my Jazzy life from? Oh, I am. Damn, I got sidetracked. I was like on DoorDash after I cooked, cleaned, deep cleaned my house, and I went got my kids situated and went in DoorDash, and I was tired than a bitch. I was so tired, and I made a good amount of money, but I was like, bro, I can't keep going right now. Like, you know how you driving? I was getting nauseous as fuck just driving. So I was driving. I was like, bro, I gotta go home and go to sleep.
Jasmine, how come you don't get the proper amount of sleep? You act like you got 5 newborns in that house. What do you be doing? Well, I'm going to tell y'all what she be doing. Let's go to this part of the video. Give me a moment.
Those bottles, oh, my empty liquor bottle. The wine bottles that's on my dresser, they've been in there for a while. These wine bottles, they've been here for probably, I don't know, a minute, maybe 3 months now. Let me just throw them away because they just been sitting here. I keep telling myself, I'm going to throw them away.
This why sis can't get no sleep. Because she up entertaining company and guzzling wine. It's so trifling that you can't even throw that. What in the world? Why? The fact that you come in and out your room every day, why the hell is you got empty wine bottles? And we're not talking about some vintage wine. Child, we talking about wine at the damn gas station for $5.99. Okay, we're not talking about no, we had to go to the wine cellar and get the wine. This why the heifer don't get no sleep. Because she up hosting and toasting all night long. That's why she can't get no damn sleep. She just told on herself. Because I'm just trying to figure out, girl, why you don't do nothing? Why you don't never get no sleep? Cleaning your house, girl, stop. Every time we see your video, your house is a wreck. So when do you actually clean it? Girl, hush.
And I never come away. You just reminded me. Even my friend was like, how long has them bottles been there?
You say even your friend asked you how long them bottles been there? Oh, so this a new friend. Because the friend that you drunk them bottles, you said them bottles been there for 2 months. So this was a different friend that you drunk those bottles with. So when the new friend came over, they asked, and we're going to say they because we don't know if it's a her or a him. Okay, so we just going to use the pronoun they. They said, how long them bottles been there? Because they was trying to figure out what the hell you over here doing and who you doing it with, girl.
A minute. Here, they're going. Bro, slow down.
So wait, why you throw the bottles away? Because your audience noticed they were sitting on your dresser. You said they've been on there for 2 months. Even when you said the friend asked you how long them bottles been there, the friend didn't even prompt you to go throw the wine bottles away. But somebody in the audience in your comments asked you what was them bottles with the red tops. Now all of a sudden you feel engaged to throw them away. Jasmine, hush. Bye, girl. Virgo Diva said, the lie she tell. Toy Story said, Tribe and Jazz, if you see this, do better. Now, we're not saying drinking is, you can drink in your house as long as you don't drink and get behind the wheel. You know what I mean? And I don't understand why she stays so tired and the girl ODs on energy drinks. Like, how do you be so tired and you stay popping an energy drink? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because Jasmine be up hunching all day. That's why you be tired. Child, let's move on, honey. Let's move on. Okay. So real quick. She put up a video what she feeds her kids for breakfast. We're not going to watch that because if you've seen one video of what Jasmine feeds her kids for breakfast, you done seen them all, okay? Just understand that it wasn't too much of nothing because, again, remember Jasmine says she don't feed you to get food. She just feeds you just so it can go on record that she didn't give you your ass something to eat, okay? So we're going to get into... Give me a moment. Them kids probably feel like they in prison when they over there at that woman's house that they call a mama. She titled the video, Starving My Kids Yet Again, and I Don't Overfeed My Kids, Prepping Breakfast. She's spending money on fancy drink cups, them big ass cups for water. Jasmine's so funny. Girl, why don't you buy some real cups? They don't need that mess.
This is done, and it is now 11:44 that I'm filming this last clip. Sometimes you gotta just do like you do whenever the kids are in school, because they will eat everything in your house and not give 2 F's about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick what I made my kids for breakfast. If you did, thumbs up and subscribe. If you're new, welcome to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget.
Because she likes to say stuff like that. You said, "What, Nikki B?" The reason why she titles videos like that because she likes to internet think she thinks she's doing one up on the internet. Yeah, y'all say I'm starving my kids, but I am feeding them. I got videos to prove that I feed my kids. And let's be honest, we can say, Jasmine, you're not really giving them enough. We can say that, but at the end of the day, she's giving them something to eat, right? So I don't know. Like I said, I disagree with how she rations the food out to those kids. It almost feels like she puts them on punishment or makes them feel like they're being punished because they want to eat until they get full. And for what all Jasmine know, I don't know, 3 or 4 more chips on their plate could make them full. You know, it doesn't mean that you got to go recreate the whole lunch and give it to them twice for them to get full. They could, you know, if she gave them 1 apple, maybe take a half an apple and split it between 2 kids, and you get the half and you get the other half. Maybe that extra half an apple would actually get them full. Like, she don't know. Like, why not just ask what you want? What more do you want? I don't know. I just never understood how her ideology about how I understand she explains it, but it just doesn't make sense because it's like, girl, you get food stamps. I could halfway see if she was spending cash on food, right? But the fact that the government is helping you with food and then you make money in other areas and you can put with that money to make sure your kids can eat what they want when they want, that's the part that doesn't right, Modacious Me. That's the part that I don't understand with her, you know? Like, why not just feed those kids? And some people be like, sis, I mean, them her kids, that's her business. No, it became the people's business when she broadcast these videos. Like, people, you know, because you have to understand, there are some people who are now adults, but as children were deprived of food, and that could trigger them, you know? And you might say, well, I ain't gonna let no chick on the internet trigger me, but the reality is stuff can trigger people. It can bring back memories. And a lot of people don't like how she don't feed those kids enough, in our opinion. And this is not just recently. This has been ongoing with Jasmine, like ongoing. Like there's a whole video called My Shabby Life dedicated on how poorly this woman has treated her children over the years. You know, now, granted, there are mothers who are far heinous, far worse than Jasmine. I'm not saying Jasmine is the most despicable mom on the internet. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the fact that you get food stamps and you're blessed with being able to get food stamps, because there are a lot of mothers out here who don't get food stamps, wish they could get an extra $200-300 a month to help their food stretch. And because those same moms and dads who don't get help from the government to feed their family are very proud to feed their family. Some parents, I don't know about y'all, but me, when I was able to go to the grocery store and bring food in my house, that made me feel good. I felt good when I set my kids down and they ate. I felt even better when they asked for seconds because I was like, oh, y'all like that? Like, that made me feel good that my kids wanted more of their mother's cooking. I don't understand why she don't feel the same way. I never understood that. All right, y'all, let's get into the next video. So we got WineglAss, okay? WineglAss did a video. Little Naori graduated some grade. She doesn't even really know. She had to ask Babe what grade Naori was in. I mean, clearly he's not in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 8th, 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I think he's going from kindergarten to 1st grade, maybe, or K4 to kindergarten, one of those two. But WineglAss says she don't need y'all cash apps, okay? She says she don't need your generosity. She don't need your empathy, your sympathy. She says she good over here, okay? All right, y'all, let's get into WineglAss real quick. Again, we're not going to be on her long. Right, say cheese.
Hey,
Is he going to kindergarten?
do you want this or not? Stop playing with me. What grade do you graduate from? Open your mouth. Get out of my face. You playing with it now.
Somebody just asked her what grade is he graduating from. She's sitting here licking on the spoon. WineglAss, you called these people over here to you. You picked up the phone and said, hey, what y'all doing? So why somebody's trying to engage in conversation with you about what you put in the title? You clearly state Nairi graduates today. So your audience asks, what grade is he graduating from? And she responds with licking her spoon.
He's going into 5K. K5, however you say it.
She said he going into 5K. K5, however you effing say it. Just say kindergarten, sis. Now, I do understand they have that pre-K and K5. There's certain parts of the country in different states, but child, when my kids were growing up, it was called kindergarten. It was pre-K or Head Start. Actually, when my kids were in school, it was called Head Start. I think they just, in recent years, they changed it to pre-K. It was Head Start, kindergarten. She said 5K like he going on some type of run or something.
He's graduating from that school. That school only goes up to early Head Start to 4K. So he having a little graduation tonight. Well, later on today.
Yeah, Pearl. It was Head Start, kindergarten. Boom.
I'm trying to get these vlogs up. I'm taking me a little mini break because I got to start working on my Faceless channel. And then work on there, do some vlogs up for a couple days. And then I don't even think it's kindergarten. I don't know. What you eating? I think it's like a strawberry cake. I got from Pick and Save.
She don't know if the boy is going to kindergarten or not, but ask her what type of medication little RJ's on. Girl, she'll tell you every one. She'll spell it frontwards, backwards. But you'll say, what grade is Nairi going to? Hell, I don't know.
Hey, boo.
Mama.
Man, every time. Here. You don't want it. I didn't put your stuff all over my bed.
Mom.
Hey, Wineglass, congratulations to Nairi. I guess I could say thank you on his behalf. Thank you. I got him a cute little outfit, y'all. I gotta show y'all. It's cute. Hold on. Let me go get it.
Yeah, she laying down in the bed while she eating strawberry cake.
Every time. It's like, no, I can't sit down for 5 seconds. He wants something. Oops.
That's it, say cheese. That's all he said.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. And I should, y'all need to go add my other channel because I'm gonna start going live on lunch over there. You got your fork back, boy?
Yeah.
Look what you did. You made a complete mess. It say you have to download the T Life app. And you can't do it on your new phone? Huh? I don't know why you think you could do it on my phone. Let me show y'all. I don't know if y'all can see, but it is what it is. So I brought him this little shirt from Target. These little shirts.
You brought him or you bought him? What is you brought him? I mean, I know the word brought, but you bought him?
And then I brought him this little bow and a little spandex. And then I brought him these little pants.
Why should you keep saying brought?
Too cute, right? Hey, maybe you can get baby EJ an educational toy that plays while you're live. Girl, you think that toy is really gonna keep his focus? I doubt that. I wish. But that's cute. Thank you, boo. Thank you. I brought. That's why I'm gonna say it. Brought. If you don't like the word, then log off. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, that's what I got. He's gonna be wearing this. So yeah.
I can understand using a little slang every now and then just to be a little humorous, okay? But that's her dialect. That's her everyday dialect. That's how she communicates. And it's not cute. Wineglass is too old. It's just like Jasmine and the macaronis. Wineglass is too old to be talking like she's the same age as little Esme Lamonte. She's too old for that. It's like, girl, stop using it. You didn't brought anything. You bought. You didn't brought anything. Like nobody in the 30 years you've been on this earth, nobody thought to change the way you said, like correct you. No, nobody thought to do that. I'm pretty sure. Well, I know to be specific. I don't know. I get it to a certain extent. But at some point, even as long as she's been on social media and people have corrected her jargon, you would have thought by now she would pick up on that. Like I understand having challenges with learning, but clearly you know how to comprehend something, girl. You got 4 kids over there. You comprehended something.
I was looking at these pants, like these are like, but these feel like sweatpants.
That's true, Black and Bougie.
They was on clearance, though. That's why I got them. They said they look too big. What's your Cash App? Wow, look, I don't want y'all Cash App. I don't want no Cash Apps. I'm okay. I don't want no Cash App. I just want y'all to just look and support, basically.
Mom.
What? Go put that back.
Mom.
What y'all buying him for a graduation gift? Big fan, looking beautiful. Look, wow. What's your Cash App? I want to give him for his accomplishment. Brought is a purchase. Brought is as is bring in. Hey.
Baby.
It's for the baby graduation diamond. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want your Cash App. It is Nick. I'm a support. Just want to give him a gift. You can support by watching the video. We don't want y'all Cash Apps. I promise you we don't. Is that ice cream and cake? No, it's cake, boo.
Now you don't want the people's Cash Apps, but when it was birthdays and Christmas, the people was your kids' internet aunties. Okay, now somebody trying to send you a couple dollars for little Naori's accomplishment from going from pre-K to 5K or K5. Now you don't want the people's cash app, wine glass. Don't get mad at the people. What the people do? People didn't do anything. Now all of a sudden you don't need the folks' cash apps. You're gonna mess around and you ain't gonna get their view either. Keep on playing. Okay, because one thing about people, you piss them off, oh, they ain't coming back. Keep on playing. Keep on being rude. And it's gonna be you, little Esme Lamonte, Bay, and little Naori watching your own live stream.
I shouldn't be eating it. That's why I'm always gonna be a fatback, because I can never lose weight because I'm always eating this.
Hey, butter curls, right?
Wine glass, please try to understand that you improve your speaking skills will gain more followers. What? Girl, that has shit to do with followers. Is
Baby, they told her, they said, wine glass, look here. Little Esme Lamonte, Southern Belle. The people said, okay. The people said, hold on, wine glass. If you will speak a little better, maybe you can engage more people to your channel. Wine glass, get your ass on up out of here. You don't know what you, ain't got nothing to do with.
it red velvet? No. It's some type of, I think it's strawberry cream or whatever. I know you didn't want to give my baby nothing. You just wanted to be a hater, like always. She said, broken, miserable. Okay.
I mean, wine glass, I don't know if you're broke or not, but about a month ago, girl, you was on here crying because the people wouldn't give you your $600-700. You know, the people that you said you needed to help with to grow your channel or something to that other. Yes, sis, come on now. Like, I mean, wine glass, look, I'm just going to assume that she's not living high on the hog, okay? And maybe that person was trolling you, okay? Who knows? But that's what I'm saying. When you make a habit of asking people for stuff and it starts to get on their nerves, they will come and troll you about it.
If it's embarrassing, then find you another live to go look at. But yeah, y'all, so that's what we doing today. So I cut his hair this morning, y'all, and it's crazy because I cut his hair. I'm like, I was gonna do it last night, and I was like, I'm not gonna cut his hair last night. I was tired. Cause
let me say this, y'all. The fact that, okay, typically going live is a way for you to engage with your audience out of the video. Right? It's giving more one-on-one personable time with your audience, your followers, your supporters, your subscribers, right? We understand that there are a lot of people that come to Wine Glass channel to mock her, right? Because let's be honest, she's something to mock, just the way she carries herself. As long as Wine Glass keeps walking around with this chip on his shoulder, with this big attitude, since you're gonna kill the channel more and more than it's already dying. Okay. You say I watch another content creator who just moved into a 5-bedroom house and has money, but the people showed out for her and her kids. Amazon wished it because she's likable. Exactly. When you're likable, people don't mind doing for you. They don't care nothing about you having money, because let's be honest, y'all. Typically, people like to see people doing good for themselves. Now, we do understand there are people out here that are jealous-hearted and envious. We understand those people exist. But most times, most people are very They love to see people flourish. So if you show a grave accomplishment, like you just said, Black Auntie, about a content creator just moved into a 5-bedroom home, I'm just going to assume that was a step up for her. That was an accomplishment. So people will come and show up and show out. Just like when people get married and people have babies and people buy their first home, you know, those are accomplishments. So people around you, like you got a good job and you just bought your first home or even your second home, your family and friends will come and support you because you're likable and they enjoy the fact that you're accomplishing things in life. The problem with WineglAss and Olivia and Jasmine, they're not likable people and they're not accomplishing much. So people don't really feel like praising you because there's nothing to praise. Like WineglAss, I got a chip on my shoulder behavior. It's like, sis, don't get mad at the people because they catch how you handle situations when it comes to the internet. You know, it's just that simple. WineglAss, in my opinion, is very ignorant. And I don't think she's good for social media because she wants to fight with the audience. Now, I'm not saying there are not people that come and troll her. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that happens. But then what she has to do is she has to work around that. You know, you can have sit-down conversations with your audience in a video. You don't necessarily have to go live. Like, keep the confrontation down on your channel. That's what killed Jasmine's channel. That's what killed Olivia's channel. All the confrontation back and forth with the internet. Because most times, people just want to come and engage in conversation with you. They don't want to sit and watch you fight and cuss people out. People don't want to watch that all the time. You know, if that's the case, baddies would be getting all the ratings. Even baddies don't get the ratings that they used to because people get tired of that after so long. Yeah, that freeze frame was crazy. Walk says exploiting your children's illness and disabilities for a check is a turnout to most people. That's true, sis. Latrice said you can't tell these ladies anything. They think they know it all, yet look where they have taken them in life. Exactly. Now, WineglAss, in one moment she'll say she doesn't work, and then the next moment she says she does work. I don't know what WineglAss does for a living. I have no idea, nor do I really care. You know, it's funny. The other day, somebody had left a comment in my video. It was a reaction. It had Jasmine, Sky, and somebody else on the thumbnail. I don't remember. I don't even remember who it was. But anyway, the person had left a comment in it because I was talking about Jasmine and the 9 to 5 and the DoorDash thing. And basically the person was like, you know, TMR, like Jasmine, she got her little gig now. You still complaining. And I said, whoa. I'm not complaining. Let me just keep it 100 with y'all. I wouldn't give a damn if Jasmine never go to work. Let's be honest, y'all. What she got going on don't affect me. It's a conversation, and I'm reacting to the video, and I'm giving y'all my thoughts and opinions. What I said was, yes, Jasmine, you can make money doing DoorDash. You most definitely can. But you're also putting more wear and tear on your already used vehicle, right? So the person responded with, well, let her worry about her car problems when they happen. Well, based off what Jasmine has told us, she don't never have money for anything. Hence the reason why her lights be getting cut off, because she can't just reach into her savings and pay her bills. So you probably would want to think about your car breaking down ahead of time versus when it actually breaks down, because when you're not prepared, you're not prepared. So my thing, y'all, listen, I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything they don't want to do, y'all. This is the entire world. What the decisions are of the entire world has nothing to do with TMR, right? I can only really worry about what I got going on. I react to these people who put their lives on the internet for the world to see. Okay, so because they put their lives on the internet for the world to consume, then it's a conversation piece. So Latrice said, speak on it, TMR. I don't care if any of these women work or not, elevate or not, it's not affecting my, y'all, when I be telling Jasmine, you need to get a job, I don't say that because I feel like she just desperately needs to get a job. Like that's the only thing she can do. suggesting that based off the way she talks to the world about her financial issues. And I'm just trying to give her like some advice on some stability. I do understand it's not desirable for most people to be sitting somewhere for 8 hours. But the reality is, if you have a job, and again, jobs come and go too, y'all. Job doesn't mean, unfortunately, it doesn't mean sole security. But what a job does mean is once you acquire that experience, now you're more marketable to where you can go and get another job doing the same thing because now you have past experience, right? So it gives you the ability to be more marketable. So you can be able to, but again, y'all, that's a conversation that might go over some people's head. And I'm TMR's not here to stray you or make you think of like whatever works for you, sis, that works for you. And if it works, it works. But all I'm saying is, unless a very great miracle happens, it's only so long that you can sustain with piecing stuff together. Like you got to have something put up somewhere, because again, you always got to remember your emergency is that your emergency. Yes, there are a lot of agencies out here in the world that can help with like rent, utilities, food, medicines, car repair. There are a lot of agencies and organizations that will help you with those things, but you always got to remember, y'all, they're not obligated to give you anything. A lot of times you have to apply for that stuff, and sometimes you can apply for those things, and just because you apply doesn't mean you're going to get it. It's always based on if they have the funds to help you. So yes, you can understand that there's programs out there that can help you in your time of need, but you always got to remember, you ain't the only one needing. There's other people needing as well too. So typically when you have stuff like a job, then you can put aside money in your 401k or your 304B. You can, if you're working full-time at a full-time capacity, you can have benefits like short-term disability, long-term disability in the event that you take ill and you can't work 100% at your job. That's just me suggesting those things, but I understand we live in a different time and people work, people maneuver a little different now. So in my opinion, whatever works for you, works for you. If Jasmine never, or Chrissy or Olivia or Luvd by Erica, WineglAss, if none of these ladies ever want to go get a full-time job, guess what, y'all? It don't affect TMR in no way, shape, form, or fashion. It don't even affect y'all. But as long as they post it on the internet and we feel compelled to watch it, we'll have a conversation about it. That's it, that's all. The rug will be pulled from underneath you eventually. Why wait until then? That's just my thought. But everybody has a different way of thinking, Latrice, and obviously people have a different way of living. Jazz, the man, is selfish and greedy. She said, that's all you gotta say. Hey, with love says exactly. All right, y'all, that's my time. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all enjoy y'all week. We'll definitely come back this week for some forward reaction videos. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Remember, serve what you love. Bye. It definitely will with love.